Hey guys, and welcome to our stream. So, last time we did start to make a GURPS character template, but unfortunately there were some issues, and yeah, we left off somewhere in the middle, or I don't know, maybe on the beginning, I'm not sure. So today we are going to try and to continue on that character template that we have, and we are going to finish it, I hope. I mean, it probably will take some time, but we'll try. I mean, that's a big template and we already have a lot of things, but we have also a lot of things to change because yeah, last time the mods were not working properly and today they should be working properly, but again, the most unexpected things are happening on the stream, so yeah, let's see, let's just try and see. But first I'm going to go through the changes that we had recently in master screen. Okay, so let me just open the updates channel here on Discord. Okay, and by the way, if you want to follow all the updates and have the latest info, you can always join our Discord. You can find the link in the channel description. You are welcome to join. It's a really great place to be. We have lots of people, I think around 250, or okay, there are 93 people online right now, and let me check just quickly, and 190. Okay, so yeah, a lot of people. Okay, yeah, so let me check the updates first. So let's just change the interface to black. Okay, or maybe, yeah, let's keep it white today. That's cool. So about the updates, I'm not sure if that was if I were talking about that the last time, but let's create a new entry quickly here. So right now, if you press the R key on the keyboard, you can quickly change to the true site mode, right? Because before you could change that over here in the settings, right? But that's not really easy to do, and you need to open this like window. Not really great. So we have created the R shortcut on the keyboard, so you can press that and enter the true site mode and create anything you actually want, and then press R again and you are again in the edit mode, so you can change this to, let's say, a number with minimum 5 and maximum 10, and then just switch again to true site, and as you can see, you can have this template field, type number, maximum, or you can change it right here, and it changes here, right? So this is just a cool mode for the people that know Markdown and for people that understand how master screen works, so you can just type in directly into that, and that should be fine. Yeah, and also the issue that we had last time, so if you were creating a template and then you would enter true site, it would not display the template correctly. This is now fixed. So if we have a field and we enter true site, you can see that we have this field of type text. We can change the number, the type over here, and as you can see, this is a number right now, so this is also fixed. Okay, so also a new feature that we have, that the currently selected entry is highlighted over here, and also if I would create a new field, for example details, and I would just reference the template. As you can see, it has a slight gray background. Maybe it's better visible on black. Yeah, a slight background, so you can distinguish the entry better, right? And also the currently selected entry is highlighted with a background too, right? And while we are at it, you can also right click the entry and pick copy link. When you click that, and then just paste into the field, and the entry link is copied over here. And also if you have a folder and you have like a folder over here, right, and you have a entry over here in that folder, you can copy a link, and it is copied with all the folders and subfolders, so everything works correctly over here. Okay. Yeah, and a thing about modifiers, right? So last time they were not working well, I would say, right? So let's change this field to a modifier, because the modifier is our new type of field we have. So let's reset this quickly. And for example, I have a field called A and a field called B, and this is a number, right? And this is also a number. Okay, so for example, this is 5 and this is 4, right? So the modifier is a field that can change the fields inside the entry directly, right? So you don't need effects, you don't need any changes, you can just change those fields directly from inside the entry, right? So you just type A semicolon and you type in how do you want to change it. So for example, A plus 1, and the modifier changes to a arrow, so you can see that this is a plus modifier, right? So if I change this to a -1, this is 4, originally it was 5, and this is a down arrow, right? And if I change this to equality, this is just a square, right? And this is equal 10, right? So the modifier have the same syntax as the effects, so you can do crazy stuff like this, right? So A equals B, so if I change this, A changes to, right? And you can also stack them, so if I create another mod and change this to type modifier, right? And I reset this and I change A plus 1, and this is going to be A plus 1. So originally it was 5, so 5 plus 1 from here and 5 plus 1 from here equals 7, right? Or this could be like A minus 10, so this is -4, right? Plus 1 and -10. So yeah, the modifiers are basically really powerful. And one thing that was not working on the last stream, right? Let's delete this. So a thing that was not working is effects that were applying modifiers, right? So you can actually create an effect that will apply modifiers to your entry, and you can change the modifiers using the effects, right? So let me show you that. Let's remove this. Actually, just let's delete those and create the this is going to be a character and this is going to be a item, right? So this character has different slots. For example, he has the items slot and he has the spells slot, and maybe he has the dexterity number, and what else? And he has like conditions. Okay, so items is a items list, spells is let's make this a list of type set, right? And also another thing that we have. So before this, you needed to enter all the fields of a set, like comma separated right over here. So right now you can do this really easy. You can just type details, for example, right? Details. And you have the details field, right? So you can also remove this by just deleting the text, right? So now you all only have the details field. And let's say the spell has the details field and it also has the mod field, right? So this is going to have a layout like this. Remove this row and add some columns, right? So this details and mod. Okay, this is cool. And this is going to be a number. Reset that, center it. And this is going to be a number also. Okay. Oh, sorry. This is going to be a list. And the view is going to be text. Nothing. Okay, just for example, right? Okay, so we have the items, we have the spells, we have the conditions. Okay, and let's turn on effects for everything, right? Except dexterity and conditions. Okay, so this looks nice. Now let's create our item. For example, it has the effects field. And what does it do? It adds a spell, right? So spells, and change this type to a list. So, and to add a property called details, right? And add another. So it adds, so this item adds like two spells, right? And also let's create a condition, right? And this condition is going to have the effects, and the effects are going to change the dexterity, and dexterity is going to be -10. Okay, right? So this item it is okay. And also let's say we have a spell, right? We have a spell, and this spell just adds the description. And awesome spell. Okay, this spell is cool. So this item gives this spell copy link, but you are cursed with the, and we take this condition link, right? Give spell, but you are cursed with condition, and this just random text like roll 1d10 and fire a knife sharp towards your enemy if you roll 5 plus. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this character, we add the item. So immediately we can see that this item added those 2 spells, right? And also because we have effects enabled for the spells and we have added the condition over here, right? We have the dexterity -10. So it was 0, now it is -10. So if we go and remove this, oops, sorry. So the condition gives dexterity -10. Okay. And this is going to be, let's say, 10. And clear overrides. Reset this. Reset this. Okay, so dexterity, let's say the dexterity is 10. And we add the item. So dexterity is 0. Okay, that's fine. Right. Yeah, this is cool. But now also, let's say we want to this spell to also change the dexterity, right? So right now the condition is changing the dexterity, right? So if we change this to -5 and we go back, this is only 5 because 10 and -5 from here, right? But maybe we want this spell to have a modifier to change the dexterity, right? So we go into this item and we add another prop, and this is going to be the mod, right? Mod. So, and this changes the dexterity to be +20. Okay. Oh, and also this is not a modifier, this is just a text, right? So let's change it to modifier, and maybe let's center it, right? Okay, so now this is modifier, right? Okay, this is cool. So now this gives +20, but this gives -5. So together it is 15. So 10 plus 15 equals 25. So as you can see, we have added only one item, but that item added a spell to this character, right? And this spell added a condition. And because those spells had effects turned on, this condition did apply to dexterity, right? So if we turn this off, we only have the modifier right now. Okay, because the modifiers are applied in any case. So they are not like effects, but they are like they're always applied, right? So if you add a modifier, it is always applied to this character, right? So modifiers are a way to change the character when you, for example, when you fill out the character sheet, or if you want to do like some kind of math that is a little bit more complex and you want to do different things for this character, right? So this is a thing that we added, and right now it works as it should, because before it was not working correctly, right? So, and also because we are in the template editor, I can show you another thing that we added. It's first of all, if we create, okay, let's just use this spell. If we create a resource, and this is going to be a type of resource, right? We have the icon picker, right? So you can click this and you can pick any icon, and the icons right now the icons have this tooltip text that you will see when you move your mouse over an icon, right? So you can click an icon and this is going to be picked over here. And if you change this to points, right, this is going to display this icon. And if you change the size, and by the way, this size is right now a number because before it was just text, so right now it is a number, so you can just change it like this, right? So the size of this icon changes immediately. And also the color is also a picker. So if you click this, you will see this cool looking color picker, and you can just pick the color that you want for this icon. Maybe just remove the border, right? Okay. Yeah, so now you can much easier pick the colors and change your styles, because yeah, before you needed to enter everything by hand, and you needed to enter the like 5 pixels or 1.5 em or I don't know, just anything. And now you can just select, click, change, boom, bam, and here you go, right? And another thing that we have right now, so for items, and if you have your view set to table, let's call this items actually, okay, and let's change this to that. Okay, so wow, if you have this set to table, we have a new field called show, right? So this influences what columns are shown in this item table, right? So if we go into this condition, okay, maybe not condition, but okay, let's take our character, right? So let's make this a character, right? So we have quantity displayed by default. So if we add another character, this is going to change to 2, right? But we can type the field names into the show. For example, dexterity, right? Boom. And as you can see, we have the dexterity from this character right inside of this field, right? So the dexterity is 10. So it's without the modifiers, but it's there, right? So you can just type in all the things that you want to display over here, and this is going to be displayed. It's very cool. What else? Yeah, and also, right, for the set we have also this new set field picker, so you can just easily A, B, C, create those. And before, when you changed like the field, so let's say this is 666, and if I go into the items again, and if I would want to change like the order of those, right? I would need to do some different things, but right now, yeah, right now if I change this, or if I add another field, so all this order is going to change, and the field did not reset, right? Well, because before it would reset when you added a new field property. This field will just reset and goodbye, right? So all your data and all your stuff will just go away, right? So now it should be fine, and if you want to rename it, you can rename it over here, and yeah. Okay, so let's delete those, and let's finally go to our GURPS template, right? So where did we left off last time? So it looks like, if I remember this correctly, we have used the calculator field to change all this, right? Because before our modifiers were not working properly, right? So we needed to use this field. So right now we can remove that. We don't need that anymore. And we are going to okay, this is score. Okay, so let me change the layout of this. Actually remove column. Okay, so remove row, and this is going to be strength, dexterity, intelligence, and health. Okay, like this. And I'm going to do the same for this. Add 4 columns and remove 4 rows, and this is going to be hit points, will, perception, and fatigue. Okay, this is cool. And now this is going to be a set with modifier, right? This is going to be also a set of modifier, and this too, and this too. Okay. So modifier is going to be a modifier, right? All these are modifiers. And before we forget about this, let's create our character and call him Pete, right? And this, oh sorry, let's delete Pete. Goodbye Pete. We are going to use the correct template. So this character is going to be created using this template that we are working on, right? So we will be able to see the changes that we do on this character, right? Okay, so what now? Now we also add okay, are those points influencing our primary points or not? Let's find out. So this is the guide, I believe. Okay, those are just derived from our main points, right? So they don't have the yeah, right, they don't have the modifier. Okay, so And this modifier, by default, it's going to change our points, right? Our points are going to be subtracted primary rank score and this is going to be -10. I believe. Points. Strength score -10. Okay, and multiply by 10, right? So -10 multiply by 10. So if we change this to 10, okay, strength score -10 and multiply by 10. Okay. Let me just quickly swap to the true side mode. So yeah, this is default points primary minus okay, -10 and multiplied by 10, right? So like this should be the correct. Okay, now it is fine. Oops. Okay, let's reset. Okay, 10, right? Nice. Okay, so this is fine. This is going to be a dexterity, right? So the same, like 10, 11. Okay, nice. And I believe dexterity is 20, so actually this is going to be -10 and multiplied by 20, and this will be intelligence multiplied by how many? By 20. Okay, and this is going to be the health multiplied by 10. Okay, so if we do this 11, this 11, and this 11, okay, everything should be fine. And if we now open our character and reset all this, okay, so we do it like this. Okay, nice. Let's change this to like, okay, boop, boop, boop. Okay, and also maybe just change. Okay, just let's keep the text as it is right now. Maybe just increase the size to like 1.5 for all of those, and decrease for this, right? Okay, and also let's make this untitled and locked. So actually we have this new property called locked, so you will not be able to click this and to change this, right? So you won't be able to edit those values. So this is pretty cool. Okay, this is nice, I believe. So if we change this to 10, this is one going to be 100, and if we change this to 11, okay, this is nice. And if we reset this, okay, this is not ideal because that was reset too. But okay, let's just keep it as 10. This is fine. Now our secondary points, maybe we what cool can we do? Okay, maybe we just change the whole layout. So maybe we do this is going to be secondary and this is going to be secondary, and we remove this row. Okay, this is nice. Primary, secondary, right? Maybe make the border the same, like 3 pixels and solid. 3 pixels and solid. Okay. And maybe remove the title. I don't know, maybe not. Also change the text size to 1.5. Okay. And maybe just add some fill. Just slide fill for this. So maybe a blue-ish. Okay, maybe also for this one. This is going to be bluish, but yeah, something like that. Okay, that's fine. So now we have our basic speed, basic move. What did we forget last time? So hit points, I believe, right? Oh, okay, we have the hit points, will, perception, fatigue, basic speed, basic move. And that's all right. Basic speed, basic move, dodge. Yeah. Basic speed, basic move, dodge. Okay, I mean, that's fine. Okay, now for the appearance. Okay, we have appearance in the looks section. Appearance, charisma, audio's habits, and voice. Okay, so all those are like inside one thing, but that's a bit different. So let's change all those two modifiers, right? Okay. Those are modifiers right now. And by default, what's that? Appearance, okay. Charisma, average. Okay, so by default, this is going to be average. And let's just style this to be like centered, okay. And 0 points, right? And maybe 4 points. Okay, so this mod by default is going to be points minus and appearance. Oh, okay, sorry. This is going to be just points minus 0. Okay. So let's copy this over here. Right, so this is fine, minus 0. Okay, so if we do like minus 4, this is like that. Okay, so this is fine. Okay, maybe this, actually this should be a select, right? And the options should be, yeah. Hideous, ugly, unattractive, average, attractive, handsome, oop, cool, and very handsome. Okay. Okay. So how do we do the mod? Would be cool if the mod would like calculate itself, but that probably could be a little bit too complicated, I guess. So maybe we just yeah, we just type it. I mean, the default is going to be right. So if we reset this, this is going to be average. And we can select the options here. So this is nice. I think this is 5, right? Yeah, this is fine. Okay, so charisma, 5 points per level. Okay, so what's the default level, right? Each level reaction roll made by sapient beings on influence roll. Okay, so basically you have like 0 charisma, and this by default is going to change the points to be minus, and charisma dot level like this, right? 5 points per level. Okay, so level. Oh, okay. Charisma level. Okay, so if we increase this, this is going to be minus 95. Okay. Can we reset this? Okay, nice. So this is going to be like 0, or if we, okay, minimum 0. Okay, if we make this minimum like -10, so this should be okay. This is nice. Let's keep it 0 and reset this. Okay, so this is correct. What next? Audio habits. Okay, or minus, so like different habits. I mean, I think so this is just a modifier, right? So we can just copy this and paste it right here, and this is going to be just like that. And text align center, and also for this one, and this here, and this here. Okay. So voice 10 points. You have resonant voice. Okay, so this you either have it or not. So this is actually going to be a number of minimum 0, maximum 1, and the modifier is going to be voice. Let's call this level actually. Yeah. Yeah. So level, and if, okay, so voice dot level times 10. Okay, so if we have one level in this, voice level. Yep. Okay. If we have this 0. Okay, nice. Yep. We have this 0. This is nice. Okay, so we are basically done with the appearance section. So maybe let's add a let's add a divider. Let's call it divider like 1, I think. Okay. Divider 1, and this is going to be a divider, right? And where do we put that? Edit template, layout, edit, primary add row, and this is going to be all divider, right? Okay, this is cool. Oh, okay, sorry. Primary, secondary, divider. Okay, so actually add row, and this is going to be divider. Okay, and just remove this row. Primary, secondary, and where do we want this? Okay, just below the primary and secondary, right? Yeah. And row, and change this to divider, and remove, oops, add row, and change this to divider and remove this row. Okay, and below the habits and the appearance, right? So we add another divider. Okay, and this is going to be right here, right? Okay, type divide, and edit. Yep. Nice. Okay, cool. So okay, now the technology level. So we have like the campaign like base value. Okay. So for this is going to be a modifier and points. Technology level minus, so let's say 5 is like our campaign level, right? Yeah, this should be fine, and times 5. Okay, so if we change this to 6, nothing happens. Technology level dot level. Okay, so technology level dot level minus 5. Oh, okay, sorry. Minus 5 and like this. Okay. Actually, I'm not sure if we need this. Yeah, we don't need that. Technology level dot level minus 5 and 0.5. So if it's 7, this is going to be 90. Okay, and if this is 5, okay. So minimum like, I don't know, minus 10 and maximum like 10. And default is 5. Okay. So like, oh, minimum minus 10. Oops. Okay, minus 10. So if we do it like this, this is 100. Okay, nice. Technology level is done. So now, language. GURPS assumes that most characters can read and write their native language. This ability costs no points, but you should note your native language on your character sheet, like English native 0. Okay. There are 4 comprehension levels: none, 0 points, broken, accented, native. 2 points for spoken, 2 points for written. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Literacy. Okay, so looks like the languages are going to be a list where you have like different points for each value, right? So this is going to be a list of type set, and this is going to have a name, right? Name, mod, and name mod. So let's say English, and mod is going to be a modifier. Um, hmm. And you have both. Okay, so actually not only this, but name mod spoken and written, right? So we added this spoken and written, and we add some okay, and these are going to be just a toggles, a circle toggles, right? So, and the text is going to be centered, and this is also going to be circle toggle, centered, and this is obviously is going to be a modifier, right? So if we add more, okay, this is nice. Okay, we reset this and add. Okay, now English spoken written is okay, so this is for free, right? So let's say then we have English, right? So we can speak it, but we can't write it, and maybe maybe we change the name to be untitled. I mean, maybe if we change this to be a icon, this is also an icon, and we change the icon to something like a pen, maybe, right? A pen, and the can change the spoken icon to be like a sound. Or just a character, I don't know. Okay, this bear is alright. Okay, so now we can make this untitled, right? And also this, and also this. Nice. So, cool. Okay. And the modifier, let's center the text. Okay. And what? Okay, this is going to be a tricky one. So again, points minus, what do we do here? Oh, okay, it can be nothing by default. Okay, so this is just going to be over here. This is just going to be, oh, and we also need a level, right? Yep, we need a level. Okay, so minus 0, just to enter this here. 1 point and 2 points, so we need a levels. Level. And the level is going to be a select, also untitled, and it's going to be a select with options none, broken, accented, and native. And by default it's going to be none. Okay, let's reset. Okay, so this English is going to be native. So actually, that's fine. Let's make it plus. And this Elvish is going to be, for example, accented, right? And we only have spoken, so this is going to be points minus 3. Okay, cool. Nice. So yeah, this is nice. What's next? We have our wealth. Wealth variable. Above average is an advantage. Disadvantage, then broke, poor. Okay, so this is like a list. Okay, so this is a list. Reputation, importance. Okay, so those are advantages, and a list of disadvantages, right? Yep. Quirks, skills. Skills list. Okay. This is nice. So what? Advantage list. Okay, sorry. Wealth. Okay, let's make a field called wealth, and this is going to be a set of what? Of mod, obviously, and a maybe let's call this level. And this is going to be a select, right? And default is going to be average. Oh, sorry. Okay, so that broke. Poor, struggling, average, comfortable, wealthy, very wealthy, filthy rich. Okay. And the mod is going to be what? It's different, right? So 10, 15 minus 25. Okay, so by default is going to be point plus 0. Okay, we reset this, and this is going to be centered, and the layout is going to be like this. And remove this row, make this the mod. Okay, nice. Wealth. Also, let's make this locked so we don't change this accidentally. So this is going to be non-locked. Those are actually non-locked too. Okay, but those okay, this is locked. This is not. And this is also locked. Okay. Okay. And I believe all those are also locked. Okay, cool. Yeah, so minus 3 comes from this, I believe. So if we reset this, this is going to be 100. Just it's easier for us to look at this. Okay, now for the reputation. Okay, reputation. Okay. This is also a set of level and mod and what? And remove this row So this is a modifier, and this is just text, and points plus 0, and make the text centered. Okay. Yep. So that's just going to be determined by the DM. And we have the importance. So status is a measure of social standing. In most game worlds, status levels range from -2 to 8. With the with the average man being status 0. If you do not specifically buy status, you have status 0. Status costs 5 points per level. For instance, status 5 costs 25 points, while status -2 is -10 points. Okay, so this is just 5 points per level. And we call this status. It's a set level and mod, and again this is a number between -2 and 8. -2, and let's center this, and this is a modifier with points plus 0, and actually the default is going to be points minus level multiplied by 5. Okay, so if this is 1, oh sorry, this needs to be right here. Status level. Oops. Okay, so and make this locked. Cool. And edit this. And remove this row and make this the mod. Cool. So by default this is 0, right? So reset, and this is 0 and this is 100. Cool. And here we are at the advantage. Advantage is a useful trait that gives you a mental, physical, or social edge over someone else who otherwise has the same abilities as you. Each advantage has a cost in character points. This is fixed for some advantages. Others can be bought in levels at a cost per level. Okay, so if you want acute vision 6, you must pay 12 points. Advantages with variable cost are more complicated. Okay. Okay. So we have like the details with the description. We have the level, and we have point per level, right? And we have mod. Okay. Okay. So those are the advantages. This is going to be a list of a set, right? So, and this is going to be details, level, I believe yeah, right. Okay, so um, points and mod. Okay, let's add one, and let's edit this. Details, level, points per level, mod, and yep. And this is going to be center. This is going to be a number. This is going to be a number, center, and this is going to be a modifier, center, and default points 10. Okay. So, for example, acute senses, right? We have some stuff. So maybe we change this a little bit. Okay. So the level is 2 points per level. So this is 2, right? And the level is like default is going to be 0. Minimum like 0, maximum, I don't know, like 10. Okay, so this is going to be 1. And for example, points minus 1 multiplied by 2 minus 2, 98. Okay. Plus 0. Okay. Yeah. Maybe this is going to be a advantage. Addish text. Okay. Yeah, cool. Okay, let's reset this. Yep. Points per level. Let's make default 1. I don't know. Reset. Okay. Nice. What's next? Next are the disadvantages. I believe all those. Okay, we have the variable. Okay, so for disadvantages, we are just going to copy the advantages, right? But not here. Advantages. Okay, and we just go ahead and yoink this advantages. Boop, and we have the disadvantages. Okay, just change the text on here. This advantage text. Okay, so in this by default it's going to be minus something. I don't know. Okay, nice. Yeah, this is fine. And what's next? I believe next are quirks or skills. Okay, so we have the quirks and it's -1 point. Okay. Quirks is going to be a list of a set and details and mod, right? I believe it is. And add column and remove row and like this. Six. Okay. This is going to be a modifier and it's centered and points -1 and yep, reset points -1. Nice. I believe that's all, right? Maybe this needs to be effects. Cool. And now skills. Skill is a particular kind of knowledge, for instance, karate, physics, auto mechanics, or a death spell. Every skill is separate, though some skills help you to learn others. Just as in real life, you start your career with some skills and can learn more if you spend time training. A number called skill level measures your ability with each of your skills. The higher the number, the greater of your skill. For instance, short sword 17 means a skill level of 17 with the short sword. When you try to do something, you or the GM roll 3D against the appropriate skill modified for that particular situation. If the number you roll is less than or equal to your modifier score for that skill, you succeed, but a roll of 17 or 18 is an automatic failure. For more on skill rolls, modifier success and failures, see page 2. Okay. Each skill is based on one of 4 basic attributes. Your skill level is calculated directly from this controlling attribute. The higher your attribute score, the more effective you are with every skill based on it. If your character concept calls for many skills based on a given attribute, you should consider starting with a high level in that attribute. Okay. Okay, so it looks like some skills are are bound to your technology level. Okay. So you buy skills with your character points, obviously. Point cost. For instance, if your dexterity were 12, a level of attribute -1 would be dx -1 or 11. Okay. Okay, using defaults. Most skills have a default level, the level at which you use the skill if you have no training. A skill has a default level if it is something that everybody can do. As a general rule, a skill defaults to its controlling attribute at -4 if easy, -5 if average, or -6 if hard. Okay. Okay, so animal handling. Default IQ -5. Okay, this is interesting. So like different skills have different buying points and you can learn a skill based on its difficulty, right? Dex -5, -6. Okay, so I think we are going to leave the skills for now. I'm going to design them, and I'm going to upload this template somewhere so you can use that, or we will even add that to our template list over here, so you will be able to use that when you want. I'm just going to finish it up, make it a little bit prettier, and maybe rearrange the stuff a little bit. Yeah, and I'm going to add that and upload it, so you'll be able to use that. I believe okay, there's also equipment, so this is another thing that I'll need to look at and add the equipment field for the character. Maybe add a item template too, so the items can be used together with the characters. Okay. Okay, those are just the gameplay rules, so those are not connected to the actual character sheet, I believe. Okay. Ranged attacks, melee attacks, dodging, blocking, defense modifiers. Okay. Okay. So I believe we have finished the bigger part of this character template, but there are still some things to do, and we still need to test it out and make this layout a little bit better, I believe, but otherwise it looks pretty good to me. I think we can keep it as it is. Yeah, it looks pretty fine. So I'm just going to finish it up off stream and upload it, so you'll be able to play with it. Yeah. But for now, thank you everyone for watching, and I see you next time.